Dhiru Thadani, board member of CNU, and principal and partner in A.S. St. Gross, Architects and Planners in Washington, D.C. My goal for CNU, since I've been with it from the very start as a charter member, is really to make sure that the message gets through to every public official in this country. And right now I find that as I travel around the country and we work in different jurisdictions, the message is not yet there. People are still not sure what CNU does, and it's really been an educational process, and I think we need to do a better job at getting the word out to all the local jurisdictions, the very small communities, so that they know there's an answer. They all talk about not wanting sprawl, not wanting more single-family homes, but they don't understand that there is an organization out there, or they're unaware there's an organization out there with a charter that really solves all these problems. The other goal that I have is more personal because of my home country, India, is that I find that India today is making exactly the same mistakes that were made in America in 1950. We're going down exactly the same path of, trying to get automobiles to every individual when there's no infrastructure and not making any investment in transit. All the money right now is going into highway building, so it's exactly what happened in the U.S. 50 years ago is now being done in India. And we do have a very robust transit system in India in most cities. And it used to be that, the large majority, 99% of the people use transit, and now that number is changing to maybe 90% using transit and just that difference is totally congesting the system. And I find that we're going down this path of dependency on fossil fuels, which is really, we already know by looking at America, that is a path that we don't really want to go down to. So how do we get that message to all the government officials in India and the planners to make them realize that building more cars and buying more cars and allowing more multinationals into the country who want to sell their cars is not the best thing for the economy and the future and the planet.
Great. Anything you want to talk about as your personal projects or anything like that?
Well, in terms of personal projects, the project Vedanta University, which we're doing in India, in Orissa, is a totally walkable community. It's a new university for 100,000 students, and the entire core of the campus is walkable. There's no automobiles, and it's designed to be able to accommodate students, to be able to walk from classroom to classroom within 5 minutes. All within the code, every building has an arcade, so you're protected from the sun and the rain and inclement weather. And in this plan, it's possible, it shows the possibility of accommodating 100,000 people in a totally pedestrian environment with transit. None of the students will have cars, they'll have bicycles, and they'll be walking, and that's the entire premise of this design, and I think that will be a wonderful model for other communities in India to see that this is actually possible.